Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Friday, the 28th of October. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. All right, coming up, I've got a £20 day for Friday, so we're sticking with normal stake, 4 bets, later start. So a 3:05 Uttoxeter is going to be the first Friday race for the channel. I'm mainly stacked in the evening, to be fair, on the all-weather in Dundalk and Southwell. So yeah, I've got one afternoon lucky 15, Uttoxeter and Newmarket, and then all the other 3 bets are all for Dundalk and Southwell. So that is where we're at for Friday. Before I go through those, I will do the review of Thursday. And annoyingly, it was one of those days, and we had one last week, where if you Sky bet, you're all right, and if you're not, you're not. And the thing is, we in over the course of September and October, we've had some really nice wins, and we've had 2 lucky 15s with 3 winners on. So on those days, if you're not Sky and you're using a bookie with Bog, you're better off. And so it's perfectly fine for everybody. But the last couple of weeks we haven't had anything that is favourable towards anybody using Bog particularly. And today's the day, another day. Nobody won massive money, I would have thought, but it prevented you from losing. And there was a really valid and good question on that topic on the comments for yesterday's video. So feel free to have a look. I wrote quite a detailed response. But I completely understand people asking questions about statistics and statistical recording. I guess the headline is I know most people don't keep the stats, so having stats is better than no stats, but you got to start somewhere. And because it's through an actual real account, it's the easiest way for me to keep profit and loss. So yeah, there are even fairer ways for me to keep stats. I honestly just don't have the time to do that in a way, and I'm not using my stats to kind of big myself up and promote the channel and say I'm the biggest or the best. So they're there for people to find, and I occasionally reference them. And clearly, if you were just using a Sky Bet account and you were looking at those returns, you'd be pretty happy if that's what you were getting. Anywho, 15 on 15.76 is what it was, but one horse made the difference for Sky. So in bet 1, this turned out to be absolute rubbish. So Cedric was backed in, Amasova was really backed in, but Got No Dollars drifted, but arguably that probably ran a better race than the other 2. So nothing back on bet 1. Bet 2, it was My Bonnie Lassie, went from the front and stayed for 4th, and 8 runners, 4th place Sky paid it out. So that's the difference for this bet. 28-1. It was shorter than that. The other thing I would flag as well, and I don't know why, because I backed that horse with other bookies myself, so I know first hand because it was a loser for me and all the other bets I did. Was that there should have been a Rule 4 deduction on it as well, and Sky Bet didn't apply it. Normally Sky Bet don't worry if it's like a 5p one, but 20p Rule 4 deduction is what I got on others if it had paid out for them. So yeah, Sky didn't pay out the Rule 4 deduction either. I don't know why. Then by Jove, no, Neubauer was then placed, and then Tara was a real disappointment. So it was a place double for Sky on that one, and just the single back on non-Sky, which then meant the combination double bet was My Bonnie Lassie at 28s going on to Neubauer 18s. So yeah, it's one of them ones. It's just frustrating. It paid out a nice return on that, but just enough for us to break even. And then, yeah, the Clonmel bet, Southerner drifted and then went right in and didn't run that great. Barbahar Queen, that actually got backed in and placed, and then Port Store ended up drifting and ran a terrible race. So nothing back there, just it was a place, but no return because it was Trixie. So... I should have said as well, do a word on the golf at the end, out of practice for the golf. So what have we got for Friday? I don't want to set hairs running, but I'm quite happy. I quite like what I've got for Friday. I'm not saying it's the best day ever, but I quite like the bet configuration and the staking plan for Friday, so I was quite happy with it. And I'm looking ahead at Saturday and Sunday and thinking Saturday might be below average for Saturday by the look of it at the moment, is what I'm seeing. and Sunday looks okay. So so I'm not saying like today's the day in terms of Friday's horses, but I was quite happy with what I had. So afternoon lucky 15 is this one. So fans of the show, this is up your street, I'm sure, for decent double priced horses. And the key thing before I run through them, I would say about this bet is Coral are the same terms on all 4 selections. So if you have got a Coral account, park your Sky Bet for bet 1, stick it on with Coral. Prices are pretty competitive, I would say, but the key is you will get bog, and you should get bog tonight. I say that. Definitely that happens in the UK. So if you're an Irish viewer and you happen to have a Coral account, please let me know if bog works the night before. It does in the UK Coral account. So yeah, definitely better to have Coral. Same place terms as Sky, but you get bog. So we've got the 5 past 3 at Uttoxeter, Golden Town 14s. That was bigger. It's been nibbled in, but still happy with 14s. We have taken it before. It has yet to do us a favour, but we're trying again. And then we're going to go 3.15 Newmarket outside World 28-1. That's only standard terms across all bookmakers. 8 runners, I think, are left in that handicap. So I'm hoping it holds to 8 because it's much preferable than 7. But either way, I think it's a decent price, that horse. Then the 3.50 Newmarket, very competitive, and I'm edging on the prices at Wilderness to take a bit of a step up for the extra distance. So Wilderness 20-1, and then finishing off the 5 o'clock Newmarket, again very competitive race, and I'm going Silver Screen 18-1. 20p each way, lucky 15, £6 your standard bet for the channel. That is bet 1. Then we're going to move into the evening. I've got my big price Dundalk bet. Here we go. And we've done the same bet configurations I did the other day on a bet. So it's a lower stake lucky 15, but then I've done all double combinations. So it still works out as a £6 bet, like what I would often do on the channel. But only half the stake is the lucky 15 and the rest is on the doubles. So we've got the 5.30 Dundalk, So Sally Can Wait 25s, 7 o'clock Dundalk, Muhalel 28-1, 8 o'clock Dundalk, Lizabetta 40s, and finishing off 8.30 Dundalk, Construct 50s. 10p each way, lucky 15, and 6 times 25p each way doubles. £6 is your bet. That is bet 2. Sky is best, definitely, because they are 5 on those first 3 races. No one else is. So if you've got the option, this is, of all the bets I've got out for this video, Sky Bet, this is the best Sky Bet one. 365 next best, only based on price. Then bet 3, we've got combination 2 Southwell, 2 Dundalk. So it's the 5.45 Southwell Bellagio Man, which we took last time, which placed for us at a nice price. Then we've got 8 o'clock Dundalk Malaysian 16-1. 8.15 Southwell International Law 10s, 8.30 Dundalk Dalvey 10s. So you'll see we are quite late into the evening for most of the races. Sky Best, but then try and remember, I think it was Sky Best, but they are only one extra place on one race. The Malaysian race, they're paying 5 on that. And then they're 4 everywhere else. 365 and Coral are 4 across the board. So you've only got one race where it's slightly better with Sky. So it's no great shakes if you're not Sky with that one, unless Malaysian comes 5th. 20p each way, lucky 15. That's £6 you bet. And then finishing off, just a small little one, a little each way Trixie. If I can turn the page. I was sort of looking to what I would do, and I ummed and ahed, and I'm just going to pick 3 other horses in there. So again, these are 4 places every race, same as Coral, Sky, 365, but Coral and 365 you're going to get your best price guaranteed on. So 6 o'clock Dundalk JJ Jumbo 11s, 7.30 Dundalk Dark Street 6s, 7.45 Southwell Night Bear 17-2. It's just a 25p each way Trixie, so each way doubles, trebles, no singles. It's a £2 bet, and yeah, Coral 365 definitely better than Sky, same places, but you get bog. So that is bet 4. And then a word on the golf in the Portugal Masters. The Swedish player whose name I cannot pronounce properly, Lagergren. He's had a great round, so he's tied fourth currently. So that was nice. Forrest and the Danish player whose name I can't pronounce begins with a P. They're about mid pack, so we'll see how they get on Friday. And then over in the Bermuda Championships, solid rounds from Knox and Gay. They were higher up the leaderboard, but then as more people have finished, they've kind of knocked down. So they're really not far away. So yeah, I was happy enough with the start, because we haven't done a golf bet. It's been 5 weeks of no golf bet. To start without a disastrous start, we'll take that, and then we'll see how tomorrow goes and see how many left for the weekend. All right, that's the bets. That's the golf. The one thing to flag for this weekend, because I'll be back Saturday, Sunday like normal, is I will be on short format, so I'll be on my phone, aiming for shorter videos. Won't have a full description because I'm not going to have access to my usual kit. So I will be doing bets, but they will be shorter videos, and I'll be aiming to upload a little bit earlier than usual as well on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, usual service, apart from the fact that I'm on a phone, and therefore what that means is you get better pixel quality, which means you can actually see that my face is almost tanned with freckles. So a freckly person like me, if you go out in the sun, your freckles join together, it creates a tan. That's how it works. So yeah, on this screen, no one can see I've got freckles massively, but as soon as you go on the phone, they're there. Anywho, that's my dermatology report to you, whatever. All right, I will see you Saturday. So no video tomorrow, because just giving you Friday's bets. I'm back Saturday morning with Saturday selections, and as I said, probably below average for a Saturday is what I think it looks like, but we'll see when we get there. All right, have a lovely Friday. Cheerio to you. Bye bye.